Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming to you live with my entry to Running with Comics 800 subscribers contest. Now, let's just take that in. 800 subscribers. That is amazing. So that's why I just want to say personally, congrats. That's one hell of a milestone to reach. Just wow. And I would just want to say I'm happy to be one of those 800 people. So way to go. Also, I want to say to anyone out there who isn't subscribed to Running with Comics, do so, because he's got a lot of great stuff on his channel, from his weekly pickups and everything, and it's just a lot of great content. And I will post a link in the description to his channel, so after watching this you could hop on over there. So for this contest, there's a couple questions. So first one being, what is your Holy Grail comic? Now, I know to a lot of people a Holy Grail comic can switch very easily. They could say, oh, I really want to find this, and then let's say they watch a video here on YouTube and be like, oh, I'd like to find that. It bounces around. I'll admit, I've gone through that. I still do from time to time. But deep down, there is one book in particular that is, hands off above everything, my Holy Grail, that I do hope to obtain one day. And to those of you who've watched my videos quite a bit, you would already know what book that is. And that is Amazing Spider-Man issue 129. That is the first appearance of the Punisher. And the only reason why I don't have an issue of it yet is because it's so damn expensive. I mean, this past weekend, if you watched my free comic book day weekend haul, you guys will notice that I picked up the second appearance of the Punisher for a very good price. It's not in the best shape, but still, I didn't care. Well, anyway, the ones I got that book from, they had an issue of Amazing Spider-Man 129, and when I saw it on the shelf, I was like, the angels were singing, and the clouds were opening. That whole thing was going through my head, and I picked it up, and I was looking at it, and I was like, wow. And then I flipped it over and saw the price, and I was just like, wow. Mind you, it was the cheapest I've ever seen that book, and at the price they were asking, it was still too expensive for me. But one day, I do plan on owning that book. And the day I do get it, I will show it off like crazy in a video. So anyway, so that's that. Second question is, favorite TV show as a kid? Well, to name one show would be very tough. So I have three. For starters, I used to watch Gargoyles like crazy. I don't know if a lot of you out there remember that show. To the ones who do, awesome. Second is a show I don't really hear a lot of people talk about, and that's Street Sharks. Now, I've mentioned this a couple times that I used to watch that show like crazy as a kid, and the show I always used to hear about was, Mighty Max or Biker Mice from Mars, but I never heard anyone talk about Street Sharks, and to me, that show was the bomb. And the third is a show I never hear anyone talk about, but I feel like I'm stepping up, admitting that I used to watch the show like it was a religion, and I'll admit I still love watching the reruns to this day. And that show is Shining Time Station. That's where everyone really got their introduction to, Thomas the Tank Engine and everything. And I just find it was a great show. And personally, Mr. Conductor was one of my favorite characters on that show, whether it be when George Carlin was playing him or when Ringo Starr was playing him. Didn't matter. Just such a cool character, and just a cool show in general. Um, Third question. Well, it's a question. Well, it's a couple questions in a question. So the first one being, what is your go-to movie? For me, it would have to be the Back to the Future series. I know a lot of people, when 2 and number 3, they were like, number 1 is there. I love all 3 of them, hands down. The whole trilogy, love it to the point where I probably know every movie line for line. That's how much I love that movie series. Um, Go-to album would have to be the Black Album by Metallica, because that was my real introduction to the whole heavy metal thing. So I could put that album on from beginning to end and just go with it. Favorite or go-to book would have to be Christine by Stephen King, because I mean, come on, how can you go wrong with a killer '58 Chrysler? I mean, it's perfect. It's gore meets rock and roll, and it's just an awesome book. I could read that book over and over again and never get tired of it. And next is, what is your go-to comic series? Um, for me, when all else fails, I go with Spawn, because there's just so many issues of that title, and there are some spin-off sub-series and everything, and there's just so many books to choose from. So I say that's perfect to fall back on. And next is, go on your iPod or phone or whatever, hit shuffle, and then name the first 3 songs that come up. So my phone, music, shuffle. Alright, so the first 3 songs are, there was a song called Don't Download This Song by Weird Al Yankovic. The next song is a cover of the Chuck Berry classic Maybelline by Social Distortion. And then there's a song called Never Quit Loving You by an artist named Jill Barber. She's a Canadian jazz type singer, and I just think this song is really good. They even used it in a Chrysler commercial, so yeah, that's got to be saying something, right? So yeah, so those are the first 3 songs, and then ask you any question. Well, my question is, what is one DC character you would like to see make a Marvel appearance, or vice versa? Myself personally, if it was a DC character making an appearance in Marvel, I mean, yeah, in Marvel, I would love to see, and call it stereotypical or call it, oh yeah, go figure, whatever. I don't care, but I would love to see Harley Quinn show up in a Deadpool comic. I would just love to see that. And especially now with, well, okay, Deadpool being married or AKA dead. I would love to see that happen because, with Deadpool being married, the whole commitment thing, and then this character shows up who is pretty much the female version of him, minus the whole healing factor and everything. I just think it would make for one heck of a drama. And, with Deadpool always, cracking jokes left and right, and just how crazy it would get, I would just love to see that. So, but yeah, so that's my answer to that question. But again, what's one DC character you would love to see make a Marvel appearance that hasn't been done already, like back when they did the whole amalgam or the whole crossover or whatever? So, anyway, those are my questions. This is my entry. So once again, congrats, dude, on 800. Man, I still can't get over that. 800! Holy crap, man. That's awesome. And again, to those of you out there who aren't subscribed to Running with Comics, go check them out. Um, again, links in the description below. Really, man, just go check them out. Alright guys, so that's it for now. So I'm going to go work on a couple other videos. So till then, this is Punisher88 signing off. See ya!